Yeah, today's class I'll give like a brief about what is network means IT networking, how what are the certifications we have in networking course. Along with that, what are the different job roles we have, like the name of the job and what would be the roles and responsibilities of the job. Then what type of based on the experience range, like the starting, mid range, and expert level, what would be the different aspects which you are which network engineer gonna do? I'll explain. Along with that, like the basic components in networking device, I'll explain. Okay. Yeah. The first one is a certification, like the CCNA certification. Many heard about, like the Cisco is a giant manufacturer in networking field where they can manufacture multiple networking devices for us, various requirements. For example, we have starts when we compare to the networking device, we have the network modem, like network modem, switch, repeater, then we have router, we have firewall, we have load balancer. Actually, many more devices are there. Like each in each device, the Cisco is like majority of the share. Like in market, in global market, Cisco maintaining majority of the share in manufacturing, in production, manufacturing of the devices, and also it provides the multiple services. We have some advanced technologies like ACI, applications centric, and we have some SDN. All those, like the Cisco is like the leading partner. Along with that, apart from Cisco, we have some other vendors like Juniper. We have Palo Alto. We have those devices having some key area. And when we talk about the Palo Alto is very especially use most of the security devices, in the sense the firewall. It would produce. It has more. It has in-house, like on-prem data center firewalls, as well as the application centric. Okay, those are the devices which is produced by Palo Alto. Along with that, we have FortiGate and many more are there. Checkpoint. Okay, based on the requirement of the customer, based on the customer wish. Okay, some customers they're ready to spend more money, and they need some specific features. Okay, based upon their wish. Okay. The same, like in the market, we have multiple phone gadgets, like electronic devices, mobiles, and other laptops and other things. But how we choose based upon our interest. Some people they go for the brand, some people they look out of the specification, some they like on iPhone, some they like on some Samsung. Like whatever they wish, they'll go based upon their their one is the requirement, second one is the conditions. Okay, how much they can spend, and how, like after spending, we have to have some operational maintenance, also operational expenditure also, that would be matters. Like, okay, how complex or how simple, how simple to deploy the services and use the services. In case if you got any problem, how we can repair those services. Like, okay, maintaining all are important. Okay, but basically Cisco is leading one as of now. Okay. Again, for the Cisco, like Cisco, what they do, they provide some certifications. Okay, these certifications are highly value. Okay, at the market, based on the certification, the people they can these are the added advantage. Okay, when you are attending any interview, they might, they'll ask, okay, what are the certifications you completed. Sometimes based on the certification only, your resume or profile get screening. Okay, that depends. And again, we have like different levels of certification, same like our education system. We have like different types of schooling, like the prime elementary schooling, then high school, then college. The same, like whatever the first class you can complete, then you'll go to the second. The based on that, we have like multiple levels. Okay, I'll explain in detail in the further slides. Okay. The third one is the job role. Okay, so job role or job profile. What is the job role for basically network engineer will get? Okay, that will also we have multiple job roles are there based upon the company, like company policy or company structure. Okay, I'll explain that in the coming slides. We have like a network, like we can call it as a network engineer, network analyst. Sometimes they'll call as a systems engineer. Okay, there are many roles are there. A senior systems engineer, senior network engineer, like the architect we can call, manager, assistant manager, director, like many more are there based upon the experience of the person. Like okay, how many means how much experience he gain, that much like more high position the person will go. Okay, the other thing is like other topic is based upon the the profile, like the experience in operations. What is the skill level? Okay, which level of skill he work? Like okay, the engineer, the analyst, the administrator can work on level 1, level 2, or level 3 or 4. Okay, based upon their skill and their experience range. Okay, uh, like the based on the interview also, the people they can ask the questions on the on the experience which you have. Okay, they will ask okay which type of work you do, like level 1 or level 2, level 3 or 4. Okay, that matters. Okay, how much skill you have, they're gonna assess your skills also. Okay, the last one is like networking devices. Basically, like okay, what are the networking devices? We talk about like a multiple networking device. Starts from the like very old devices, modem, hubs, repeaters. Okay, those are very less used. We are not using in any our like corporate enterprise networks or ISP networks. We always starts with the switches. If we have any modem that we use for very limited access for any management. Okay, we don't gonna use for like for users traffic, because those are like outdated devices. We starts with switches. Okay, then we have routers, we have firewalls. These are the very simple three devices when we talk network. But these three devices not only complete the full setup of network. Apart from that, we do have other devices like we need to have some load balancer we have. Okay, load balancer having some specific function. We have some proxy, we have some WAN accelerator. We have like multiple devices based upon the network setup. how uh, how how you want to make your network. Okay, you want to have some how many routers. Okay, you want how much bandwidth you require, what type of applications like critical applications or business applications you gonna do. That will be the matters. Okay, any doubts in the first slides? Okay, so that we can go the other slides in detail. Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. Is that a mandatory for CCNA, which can able to help or to search the job, or it is just for extra advantage?
It's an added advantage, it is not a mandatory. Again, like
Mandatory,
if
yeah,
you have the certificate and you don't have skill, you fail to clear the interview. That is one
yeah.
one added advantage. Something like okay, if you have two people on the same skill, the time they will prefer the certified candidate. Okay, it's not mandatory. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
let's go through this is the chart. Okay, we have different, as I said, we have different types of levels. We have, this is the entry level CCT, but it's like a very basic. We are, nobody is like giving this course. Okay, and it will start from associate, professional, expert. Okay, the same like it's like when you are in a college, something like graduation, post graduation, we have different types of subjects. Okay, in the same like for associate, we have starts with routing switching, CCDA, and some cloud, cyber operational, data center, industrial security. Okay, wireless. There are earlier we don't have these many. We have like two to three. Now they have added more. Okay, they have added more. They are still under like working in working states to make the some good structure of the things. Okay, it is on the associate level. Okay, the second thing is professional. Okay, it's the professional, it's like an intermediate. The people having these many options where the candidate who was interested in which domain, means which profile they can do that. Okay, starts with routing switching. Okay, CCDB, it's for designing. Okay, Cisco certified design professional, design architecture. Okay, this is for cloud. Okay, professional cloud, this is for collaboration, data center security. There are many more are there based upon the requirement. Okay, for example, if you are working in one company, the company having some wireless products. Okay, they are giving some controllers and access points. That time you can go with a CCNP, sorry, wireless slot. Because when you did some that wireless, you can have means from scratch you can get the knowledge. Okay, you can we always use so many applications in our life, but we are not sure how the means how the flow, how the workflow happen. Okay, uh, for instance, how the wi-fi works, we never knows. Okay, what happened, ready-madely when you install any router or modem in your home or in your place where you stays, you just scan the device, means scan the networks. When you turn on wi-fi, and you can connect the network by using the face first, means the password. Okay, you just enter the password, it's connected. But did you really know how it is connected? Many people don't know, because we have not gone through the process. Okay, again, where you have the requirement there, in that area you need to know. Okay, there are multiple protocols will involve for the this wireless, basically for wireless authentication, then accounting authorization. There are many things are there. All will works based on the various protocols. Okay, each protocol will work on their own way to complete that. But on a high level, what you did, you just search for the network, means SSID we can call it as. Okay, when you go here for the Wi-Fi, you can see what are the um, what are the Wi-Fi networks available in the range of your computer. Okay, in the computer when you click on this, okay, you don't, if you are connected here, if you are not connected here, it will show connect. You just click on that. And some people, they have, means no, nowadays nobody use the open network, yeah, open authentication. But some people, if you want for testing, you can use for open authentication. That time they don't ask for a face key, means password they don't want, you just connected that. Okay, it depends how, what is the use case, like how you use. Okay, this is for wireless. This is the professional level. The next one is expert level. Expert is expert, it's, I can say it's a little difficult. It not only having a main exam, it has the lab exams also. Okay, it has these many different types of modules. We have routing switching. Again, routing switching is having all the modules: CC, design, collaboration, data center security, wireless service provider. Okay, these are the levels. Let me go through the next one. Yeah. What would be the the CCNA course, if we completed it's not about the certificate, it's a course. Okay, the certificate is your means if you want you can go, it's like an your wish, it's not mandatory, as I said before. Two things here. Okay, once you complete the CCNA course, you get the knowledge how to handle for this CCNA course is useful for same like the students or job aspirants to acquire the knowledge and skill how the network operates. First thing is network install. You don't have any network. Okay, you as means the company is established the new office. You need to set up a network, means install the network. The second thing is the operate the network. Once the network is installed, you need to test that network. Okay, means operate the network. Another thing, after operating the network, the third will become, if the network people are using the network, means employees using, they might get the problems. Okay, once they get the problem, they need to do the troubleshoot. Okay, the agenda of the CCNA course is you should able to do these three tasks. Okay, this is about the course. Okay, when you complete the CCNA certificate, okay, the second step, the CCNA certification, you means based upon the market rate, might be you need to spend like 25 to 30 INR, Indian rupee, to enroll the exam. Once you can enroll the exam, there are some terms. Okay, I also have those terms. You have to study the dumps, and you need to pass the exam. Okay, if you are fail the exam, that whatever the money you paid, that is not returnable. Okay, that is the second step if you want the certificate. For if you want to only the course, this is the things you should you should attend the classes, and you read the classes, and you can acquire the knowledge how the network operates, install, operate, and troubleshoot. Okay, in a small networks because it's basically of a associate level. Okay, the second course is CCNP. CCNP is Cisco Certified Network Professional. This course is useful to validate and ability to plan or verify. Okay, this means like you have to you are in the place, you can design the network, you can plan the network, and you can troubleshoot the network, like plan, implementation, troubleshoot on small networks along with the bigger networks, wide area networks. But before the CCNA, only on the small networks. You are like, if you are completed CCNA certification or CCNA course, even you are not fully ready to work on the bigger networks, because if you work on the bigger networks, if any manual mistakes accidentally or unknowingly, it will results the big issues, because this all the networks or IT works in a real time environment. Okay, backend. If something is because of some some person mistake, the server is down for some time, what will happen? Let us assume if Google is down for 1 minute also, what is the impact? If Amazon is down for 1 minute, it is like lots of, it's millions of dollar business. If it is down for some even 1 minute also, that would results more impact, because that's what, if you are not much if you are not sure to do some activity, better not to do. Okay, even if it is in a test network, like test environment, you can do. But if it is in a production already, it's released to production, it is it is not to do anything. Like if you are not sure, okay, if you are not already simulated that scenario on a test environment, on an UAT, like testing environment, you will never do on a directly on the production environment. Okay, basically CCNP, along with that, these like the small networks and big networks, wide area means it's a bigger network. It consists of like multiple offices across the globe. Okay, after doing that CCNP course or certification, they are ready to associate, means work with the specialist people, and some advanced features like network security, voice, wireless, and video solutions. Okay, here we have three models, like router we have, switch we have, troubleshoot we have. This is the old model, but along with that, you can see here there are many more are there. Okay, cloud, collaboration, data center, security. Okay, the last means the top level is CCIE. It's like a expert level, Cisco certified network expert. Okay, this we can use for a technical certification or trouble. This is like basically it's like a high level, it's like expert level of course. If you are completed this course, you have like a huge demand in networking this arena, they have they need to work on the high level technical savvy technical experts. Along with that, on different types of ISP networks. We have like a level 1, level 2. There are different ISP standards are there. Okay, ISP connectivity to from one ISP to ISP network. There are there is some architecture or hierarchical diagram will be there, means how the network will works, not only on particular one place, like across the globe. Okay, how the data will goes from India or from specific Bangalore to something like Dubai or some USA, UK. That connectivity, like the CCIE people or work on that level, like they use many more infra, like they use some submarine cables, they use lot of fiber optics, copper cables. Okay, how the connectivity will be go, all will be checked by the CCIE people work on the high level networks. Okay, okay, this is about the CCNA certification levels. Okay, the next one is different profiles or different roles, like names of a network a guy. Normally we can have something like network engineer, network analyst, systems engineer. Okay, they call it as a IT engineer.
Gee, some extra noise are there from your background.
You are getting some extra noise.
Yes, yes, some airflows are there. Could not able to listen properly.
These are the different job profiles. Okay, for network, like in IT networking domain, like the people they you can get like the role as network engineer, IT analyst or network analyst or systems engineer. Okay, it's on the basic, like the starting of a career. If you have some experience and if you are applying for one job to another job, you might get the role as like a senior network engineer or say senior systems engineer or senior analyst. Okay, these are the like if you are have the okay, if you have some experience range from 3 to 5 years. Okay, the next one is a team lead networks or assistant manager. Okay, the third level, and the next one is like network architect or manager. Okay, both are on the same level. The next one is senior manager or IT manager, we can call it as. The last we can mention as networks IT management information director. Okay, these are the levels. Okay, then we'll have head. Okay, but again, these things, this architecture, this hierarchy, based upon the company to company, it will vary. Okay, and in which level you follow, it depends. Okay, if you are in starting of a career in IT network or security, you should be in this position. Okay, if you have 3 to 5 years, you would be in a senior engineer level. Okay, but again, in some companies, they won't give the promotion or the senior level till something like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, some 10 years also. In a contrast note, and some companies within within 2 years or 3 years, the can means the employee, they can promote to the like the next level, like the senior level or team leader level. But again, depends upon the company role or the performance of an employee in that company. Okay, it is not like the fixed things. It might vary based upon the custom, means the company which you are working, and what's the role and performance in that company. Okay, these are the different job roles. Like as I said before, we have, when we working on an operations, you have some of the roles you have. Okay, where you are working. Okay, we can call it as level 0 or level 1 also. Okay, it starts from some companies, they have level 1 and some they have level 0 also, like it's level 1 or level 0. They, you need to work as an FM and FS. Okay, it's like in fault management or surveillance. Okay, fault management or surveillance. Okay, what is the meaning of fault management and fault surveillance? First thing is fault surveillance. Fault surveillance is nothing but whatever the whatever the incidents, alarms, or something like the alarm is nothing but the warning, or if anything, something like if we have planned something to happen in one manner, if it is not happening, that time means the person need to be notified. For example, we have some smoke detector in our kitchen, and something like unfortunately some smoke or something is released from the from stove or somewhere else. Okay, what happened, it should notify to the it should notified as an alarm, so that people get alert and can minimize the impact of the smoke alarm. Okay, that is what we can do. The second and the second thing is fault management. Fault management is the thing which we would be using to like maintaining the things. Okay, fault surveillance is nothing but identifying the problem. The second thing is management is nothing but the action, what action you are taking. Okay, the fault surveillance engineer, we can call it as an L0. Okay, first fault surveillance will come, then fault management. Okay, fault surveillance is level 0, fault management is level 1. Okay, the what happened when they find out some problems, the second thing is they can able to identify the solution, or the how the problem can be minimized. Okay, that can be doing by the fault management. Okay, again, fault management, they don't have like much idea on that. The same like, okay, how this works, fault manage FS and FM, fault surveillance and management. When you go on a like a corporate hospital level, what happened, something like, okay, there are different room or blocks or mm, uh, some doctors are there. Okay, first what happened, first you go to register there, means get admit, enroll. Then after that you will go to the small doctor. What means small doctor or apprentice, what she or he do, they can take your your problems, like whatever you have the symptoms, they note it down on an paper, and they'll write their analysis. Okay, or their diagnosis, what they identify, or what would be the thing. After that, they send to the next level. Okay, that is called fault management. Okay, the next level, the people. Okay, that is the hierarchy. Okay, sometimes what happen, the next level, the second level doctor, like fault management people also don't know, means not like don't know, but it's like a complex issue. What they do means, the complex problem the patient has, they'll ask for the senior people involvement. That time they will send to the the supervisor or the senior doctors. Okay, the senior doctors is nothing but level 2. It's like an back BO, means back office engineer. Okay, back office engineer, basically it's like a 3 to 6 years experience rate. What they do, like whatever the problems that come from the fault management from the level 1, they do analyze, and they provide their data. Okay, their data. And again, the always the impact is very what would be the impact, like, okay, when you are working on one thing, what is the impact that is matters. What happens if they are not able to clear the issue, means identify the issue within a within a time frame, they can contact to the next level people. Here we can call it as an TAC engineer. Okay, TAC engineer or architect. Okay, what is TAC means, it's like experience in 6 or above, any experience. Okay, this again, this is only the general view of segregating the experience range. But there would be some people within 3 years, there means within 2 year also they are working for back office, and some guy within having 6 years also still they are working for 1 year. Okay, that is depends upon the company architecture and candidate performance. Okay, what is tag? Tag refers technical assistance center. Okay, this will be the flow. Okay, how they will be send peoples. Okay, means the workflow. Any doubts as of now? I'll give 1 minute. Yeah, please.
Yeah, regarding one the job profile which you said for two slide before, the network specialist in which stage it will come. Actually, that is not mentioned in the slide. Actually,
Correct. Network specialist is equals to like
specialist.
after
Yeah,
the senior means senior. It's like a third level, like
third level
architect.
before the manager, right?
Correct, before the manager. Like network specialist is equals to assistant manager,
Okay,
like network specialist, and some companies like architect also. It's like after the senior, before the manager.
okay, okay.
Okay. The last one is like network devices. Okay, as we spoke before, we have like a multiple network devices have based upon the network device name type or a function, we do segregate. Okay, network device like it's a first we have as I said before, we have old devices, modem, repeater, hub and all. We never use for current networks like enterprise networks. Yeah, sometimes like people based upon the cost effectiveness they use, but most of the cases we don't. Okay, when we no need to discuss those things, okay, which we never which we are not currently using, we can discuss from the switch. Okay, basically what is switch? Actually the switch, which is a layer 2 device. Even we have layer 3 switches also, but as a standard, when we design the this device, it's a switch. Its intention is to work on a layer 2 domain. Okay, here the layers which I mentioned refers to the OSI module. Okay, that we can discuss on the further classes. Okay, it's very big. OSI is nothing but it's a standard. It's like in Bible. How the communication is happen on the networking on the IT field. It's a reference module. Okay, how it is happened? It's from the scratch. Okay, uh, now like I'm speaking on the Teams. Okay, you are on the other end. You are connecting on the same meeting. You can able to hear that. But the communication, like how it is happening, it's happening through the different backend on a different perspective. We are not sure how it is happening. Okay, that will be taken, that we analyze as a reference of this OSI model. Okay, we'll discuss on the later. Yeah, in the switch is box on a layer 2 device. Where we can use the switch we can use on the LAN means local area networks. Means local area networks is nothing but the place all the devices on a same place or near places, which doesn't require on a like the layer 3 or the router equipment to connect on. Basically it's on the same network. We can easily connect without the router or means without any other device involvement. Basically, if you have two laptops and you are connecting via wired network, that is also called a LAN. if you have 10 laptops and you put one switch, okay, all the switch you can connect on the from one laptop to other laptop, all the laptops can be accessible. Okay, where we have the switch means if you have more than two computers, because we have one computer is having only one ethernet cable or one LAN cable, we are not able to connect more than means more than two computers on a single connection. Yeah, that for that reason we have the switch. Okay, when you connected on the switch, you can able to communicate all the devices. Okay, means the other main important requirement is what is the important factor in network is IP address. Okay, without IP address you can't communicate to anything. You can check on any device, okay, which is on the internet or any internal network. If it want to communicate to the other, you should have the IP address. Whether you are using like mobile, means which different services, means different service provider, which different service connection type, like 2G, 3G, 4G, always you should have the IP address. Okay, the IP address should be connected based upon uh, the flow you have. Okay, but the communication for all IP networks, okay, for all IP networks means the data networks, IP is the mandatory. Okay, if you are connected to laptops and wire is there, if both the laptops are, or if you are not configured the IP address, the two computers cannot communicate, means cannot send the data between the two computers. Okay, you should connect the IP address again. Those IP address are in the same network. Okay, if you configure two IP address on the both the system, but you configure on a different network. Okay, I'll tell the network, what is network, what is IP subnet in next classes. But the thing is, like same in your family, if you have two things, you can easily to connect. But on the same other family, you're not able to connect. Network means one group, means one group, one community that can be communicate, that could be able to connect inside that networks. Okay, the other network it don't. Okay, that is like a switch is used to connect on the layer 2 on a same network. It won't be connected to the other networks. We have multiple switches or switch manufacturers are there. As I said before, Cisco we have, Huawei we have, Juniper we have, like Alcatel, Nokia, like many things are there, many switches types are there. HP we have, Dell switches we have. Okay, the second thing is router. Okay, you have like bunches of LAN networks. You have LAN 1, LAN 2, LAN 3, LAN 4 networks. All networks are how they should be connected. Switches only intention is connect inside the network. Okay, inside the network you have 10 network, 20 network, 30 network, means inside the 10 network you have 10 systems, 20 networks you have 10 systems, 30 network you have 10 systems. All LAN networks you have, 3 LAN networks you have. You want to connect, interconnect all the 3 LAN networks to the other networks. How could you do? By using the router. Okay, by using the router, means by using the layer 3 device, router device, you can able to communicate between the inter networks. Inter means different, like we have in bus service. Interstate service means different states, might be Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Okay, the same like it's an interstate. Intra means inside the states, from one place to another frame, something like from Bangalore to Chikbalapur, Bangalore to Hosur, something like Bangalore to Mysore. Those are the intra services. Same like the router will connect the means inter networks or inter devices. Same like switch is intra on the same network, different things. Okay, and other important aspect of router, how to like how the packet flow, it determines the path. Okay, for example, you need to go to Bangalore to Chennai. How will go, like that would be the packet, how it will be decided. That is determined by the router. The packet will goes to path 1, path 2, path 3. It will be decided by the router. Okay, the next device is layer sorry, firewall. Firewall basically we have like in old days we have like layer 3 and layer 4. Layer 3 is works on an IP. Layer 4 is in a TCP transport layer. We have like a TCP UDP. How it is it has on the these two layers. Okay, it will be based upon the IP address. Okay, something like, okay, I got some I okay, I think, okay, China is some like a bad country. From China we can get the some attacks. What I can configure on firewall, I can tell my firewall, I can create some rule on the firewall, whatever the IP addresses. Okay, I can have some list of IP address. I will give, okay, any packet is coming from China, it won't be allowed in my company network. I can black by using the China network. Sometimes what they do, they are using some service port, like that is called layer 4 TCP port. They will be send. What I'll do, okay, I am using web service. Okay, I am using web service, that is a service port of like 80 and 443. Why? Because how you use any browser, will go there, you use like you want to connect on some you want to log in some internet banking. What you do, you'll go to the this one browser, any browser, and you enter the hdfc.com or something like hdfcinternetbanking.com. There, before entering that, you can see there will be some protocol, HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, those are the protocols like that will works on the layer 4. What I can, if it is a bank server, I can only enable the service on these two ports. Okay, if somebody they want to open some other service, we can block that. That is in security. Nobody, I can, we can configure on the firewall, nobody can allow on the this networks. Okay, that is called one thing. And other any vulnerability protections. Vulnerability means weakness. Okay, if you have some bug or weakness in your network, somebody some hacker, okay, hacker is come to know and he can project and he can misuse that. To protect that, the firewall will be used. And nowadays we have some layer 7 firewalls also. Okay, the layer 7 firewalls, basically it's an application layer firewalls. What it will be do, it will be block or it will be restrict based upon the application layer. Like how it will be used, if you haven't if you have an any firewall, it might be any vendor like Cisco, Fortinet, Checkpoint, Palo Alto. If your means if your requirement is to block some of the like unwanted sites, some of the unwanted sites you don't want to open, some abuse sites and all. For that, you can protect that based upon the content. You can give some keywords. Okay, keywords, you can define the keywords. Based upon these keywords, when you found in the information, you should be blocked. Okay, one thing. The other thing is the social networks, like the people in the company. There would be some requirement, they don't want to use their personal email like Gmail, any personal email account, or Facebook or social, Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. We can able to block those sites, social networking sites, by using the firewalls. Okay, this is the the basic class of the overview of a networking and different roles and the network devices. Yeah, any doubts in this?
Yeah, regarding switch, I have one question.
Yeah.
Is that working on wired or wireless switches? Because we can use only in a local area network where in one organization.
uh,
Yeah, can
Actually, basically wireless, we don't have any wireless switches. Again, wired concept is wired in the sense the switch is switch is required to have, like first switch is switching comes under operations, like it requires some power. Okay, we'll give on a power cable. And
yeah.
it requires some connectivity from the upper side or lower side, from the LAN side or WAN side. It should have some LAN cable, some wired network. It no,
Oh,
as of now, no switches works on wireless.
wireless. Okay, okay.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for attending class. Okay. We'll check. We'll be meet on second next class.